What would happen if everything that you're familiar with was suddenly gone? Your home, your friends and families, the version of yourself that people around you knew. Who would you choose to become? For lots of people, moving countries sounds fun, sounds exciting, new opportunities and new dreams, but a topic that many do not talk about is the loneliness that tags along with it. When I was 10, I left my home, the Philippines, and moved to Australia. The feeling of stepping foot through packed hallways while I still felt invisible and unheard of still lingers in the back of my head. The fear of sticking out due to my features, the fear of speaking due to my voice or my accent, or the feeling of pressure to quickly settle in while my thoughts bombards me with questions like, will I ever truly feel a sense of belonging? For the longest time, I tried fitting in, and I thought that meant I had to let go of things that made me into who I was. I thought surviving meant concealing myself so well that nobody could see parts of me that came from elsewhere. And slowly, over time, I changed. But this one day, I remember it so vividly. There's this one girl. She moved from a different school due to her being singled out due to her differences. I remember her walking through those sliding doors, and when I got to know her, I knew I had to be friends with her. She was from Thailand and decided to have a certain accent, distinctive features, and she spoke a language that she embraced. Over time, she slowly became my friend. And I remember that day that I spoke to her with all these thoughts rambling on in my head about, is me fitting in worth losing myself? Or is me changing worth it? She sat by me through every little time. I learned many things by being friends with that one person. She was the eye-opener that I needed. She opened my eyes that I can be who I am without forcing myself to let go of things that made me into who I was. She taught me that I can embrace myself. She taught me that it's okay to be myself. And although she's left Australia many years ago, I learned so many things from her. That maybe home isn't just four walls and a roof. Home can be a place, home can be a memory, home can be a person, and home can be the confidence that you care about who you are. And in a world where we see differences as something that we fear of, this is a problem that isn't talked about often enough. This problem happens through jokes, stereotypes, or even a comment. And these actions can be seen through or seen as something small. But these actions are the ones that can impact a person for a really long time. When we don't talk about this problem, we allow prejudice, we allow misunderstandings, and we allow others to feel little of themselves. And slowly, over time, we don't see it, but others shrink. Others don't feel comfortable. And when we allow this to happen, we break apart. When we talk about this problem, we inch closer to a world where everyone is welcomed, not by where they are or where they came from or their appearance, but by who they are. Now I realize that fitting in doesn't mean I had to belittle myself to make others around me comfortable, because real belonging happens when I genuinely allow myself to be seen as a true version of myself. And maybe the bravest thing that someone can do is walk into a foreign place and still choose to remain a true version of themselves. There's a saying in my language that goes, "Wag mong pilitin na magkasya sa mundo, hindi naman para sa'yo. Kung kailangan mo magbago para pumilit sa isang mundo naman hindi para sa'yo, hindi sila ay para sa'yo." Translating into, don't force yourself to change. If those people aren't the one for you, then so be it. And maybe one day you will know what it's like to be in somebody else's shoe when they leave everything behind. You never know what's happening through someone's life, and maybe a little of kindness would go a long way. Thank you.